And we are back. Welcome to another Resurrection Cup Revolution, sponsored by Looting in the year of our Lord 2025. We are back with another winners bracket match. We just had a insane match between Tarzinski Esports and Brazilian Luffy, where the number 2 seeded Tarzinski Esports came out 5-3 on top, sending Brazilian Luffy down to the losers bracket. And then we've got now in this next upcoming match, we have a slightly closer match in the seeds. We have the number 6 versus number 11, number 16 being Us on a Train. And of course, that team being composed of, I believe it is Hunt, Schiazzo, Mahmood, Rudge, and another British player. I can't remember because it's not on the screen right now, but that's fine. Let me just fix this. We're on to match 32. Rudge, Plasma, Mahmood, Schiazzo, and Haunt on the side of Us on a Train. And then on the side of Waddle Dee, we have a very nice Canadian team of Birchman, Saryi, TS Fury, Plute, and Pikapone. So a lot of great Canadian players on that team. So you could say a battle of the Commonwealth. We have a good Canadian team versus good British team here. I'm Juno. I'll be taking you through this match right now, as I believe we are going to be getting started very soon with roles and picks and bans. And of course, this being a best of 9, first to 5 points will be the winner. And yeah, this match, I expect it to be a real battle of mechanics. You have players like Birchman, Saryi, and Pikapone who are very consistency focused, as well as Mahmood, Schiazzo, and Rudge that you'd expect to see on a lot of your consistency maps. Your No Mod 1, No Mod 2, Hidden 1 in this map was quite weird, but those types of maps. And then you have your speed specialists on each side. You have Plasma and TS Fury who are going to really battle it out in the speed. Rudge as well might give a little bit of a speed advantage to the side of Red Team, Us on a Train. And then, of course, you have these two incredible reading players in Hunt and Plute. Let me just check quickly. Is Plute still... Okay, he's only 7k right now. It's definitely real rank right there. As we are getting into this match, just waiting for these players to get in the lobby and get started here. Do want to thank Ellen for reffing here, taking on a lot of matches here in Res Cup, and we'll be getting underway with this match quite shortly. I want to talk about this pool a little bit. This pool is quite special. It's so awesome the way that tournaments have gone these days with custom mapping, original songs, and I just think that it's great for the progression of art, for the progression of music, to just to have Osu be a champion of artists and musicians, and being able to allow this creation to happen. So hats off to the Resurrection Cup team and all tournaments that are able to facilitate these projects here. But also, it's great to see some amazing some amazing ranked maps even in this tournament here, as we are now into the phase of banning maps. It looks like Us on a Train going to be having the first ban. They're going straight for a hidden 2 ban, essentially, or they're going to be going for the DT2 ban, taking away a solid pick for TS Fury and Birchman and Pika Capone. And going to be seeing that hidden 2 ban actually coming out of Waddle Dee. Maybe just not a map that Plute or some of the other second and third players that would have been going in for that map to be as comfortable with. And it's going to be Us on a Train with the first pick. And looking at that ban, I expect them to go for a more aim-heavy pick, something like Fremont 3. Well, I guess Fremont 3, you only really need one player on the hidden, and that would be Plute. Or you can or you can essentially just go for some mechanics at the start here. It looks like first pick coming out of Us on a Train. They're going to be going straight for No Mod 4. I'm not surprised by this. I think that if there is one weakness on the side of Waddle Dee, it is that those tech elements. I think Birchman, great tech player. I'm not quite as familiar with Pika Capone and Sari's tech abilities, as well as Plute might be in for this one. I wouldn't be surprised by that. But when you got Schiazzo, Mahmood, Haunt, Rudge, Plaza, any one of these can go in for No Mod 4 here. I'm really expecting Mahmood and Schiazzo to, and we do see Haunt in the lobby there. It looks like they'll be coming in here. And going to No Mod 4, of course, one of those original songs that I was talking about earlier. It's going to be a big task here for Us on a Train, getting that first pick underway. Usually your first pick is something that you're very confident with, that you just go in, know, like, we can win this map. And going to be seeing Haunt and Rudge in for the side of Us on a Train. And on the side of Waddle Dee, let's see who this. Ooh, do have a name change to make note of. Nujabes, or Nujabes, is TS Fury. It looks like we're going to be having TS Fury, Birchman, and Pika Capone, I believe, in for Waddle Dee. And then getting into this first map, it's going to be Rudge, Plasma, and Haunt on the side of Us on a Train. And then Nujabes, Birchman, and Pika Capone going into this more quite spiky map. Have a couple of tricky 1/3 sections in this map quite early on as well, but a lot of that slider aim. We did just see Malashevsky put up an insane FC with like 99.5 on this map. Getting into this first little tech slider, lots of finger control as well, double squads. No breaks so far to report on. Into the first 1/3 section here. Just a slight accuracy advantage on the side of Us on a Train. Do you see Pika Capone and Birchman just around that 96% mark, whereas everybody on the side of Us on a Train over 97. It is going to be TS Fury and Nujabes with the first break of the match on the side of Waddle Dee. So it's going to give quite an advantage now, over 50,000 to Us on a Train. It's one of the calmer sections. Build up the combo here. Calmer, not free. So there is still possibility for breaks. Although we still have this triple FC holding on the side of us on a train. 2 FC still, Birchman and Pigapone still holding on. As we get into the second finger control-ish slider section. Do see another break coming out of New Best. There's a break from Birchman. That's really not going to be good for the side of Waddle Dee. And this being us on trains, this pick, they're really going at it here and looking so comfortable, all with 4-digit combos right now. Birchman, actually that was a banjo break from Birchman, or maybe I saw it as a New Best break, but there is still 2 FCs on the side of Waddle Dee, but it's this third FC on the side of us on tree. Rudge finally finds a break, but I think it's too late. There's less than a quarter of the map left for us on a train to take this first point. Haunt does also find a break. It is going to come back quickly here, actually. These 2 FCs on the side of Waddle Dee, surely there isn't enough time here. Way too much for Waddle Dee to make up right now. Oh, and Pigapone actually did find a break. I did miss that, so it's only the 1 FC. It is coming back down, but Plasma's full combo is going to be enough to hold off Birchman. And there finally goes Birchman. That's a real break from Birchman. It's going to be Plasma, the one looking to find an FC here on the Nomad 4. 97.43% accuracy FC. Just the 1 slider break coming out of Birchman, unfortunately. But just the overall better supporting scores on the side of train. They're going to take their first pick. Not a break point here, and it's going to be Waddle Dee with the pick now. They're going to be picking what I would expect to be a slightly mechanics favorite map, not techy. I would stay away from Nomad 3, DT3, Hard Rock 1 even. They might go for Hard Rock 1 actually. See what they decide to go with here. I wouldn't be surprised to see them pick Nomad 1 or Nomad 2. They have a very sound, just consistency mechanics roster. And Nomad 2, out of a pool this difficult, I would say is actually one of the more, not easier, but one of the more straightforward maps, as well as Nomad. Being your 2 vanilla picks. Nomad 2 actually going to be the pick here as I was saying. Going to be 200 BPM flow aim, Knowledge King flow aim. It doesn't get better than this, my friends. Romanesque by Halv. And this is just 2 minutes and 18 seconds of 200 BPM flow aim. Yeah. How else do I put it? It's a really good map. Surprised this map isn't used more in tournaments, but then it does feel nice when it isn't overused, which is nice. Looking at rosters, I expect Birchman, Pigapone, possibly TS Fury. Could be seeing Sari in, though not expecting Sari to play 200 BPM. Most likely, it's going to be Pigapone, Birchman, and TS Fury again. I expect to see Rudge, Mahmood, Plasma. That sounds like a good lineup for. Sounds like a good lineup for some stream flow aim. Maybe Skiatsu comes in for this, but and good luck, have funs are coming out. And we're going to be getting to Nomad 2 here. It's going to be Plasma, Rudge, Skiatsu. And then once again, TS Fury, Birchman did see a close to three-way FC on this from a Brazilian Luffy last match. But it is going to be an early break coming out of New Year Bowl, so this is a type of map where you can really hold on for a long time. We have some really loud hit sounds going on here. And Birchman also finding another early break. This map very short, so these early breaks are really going to matter. It's already over 100k in favor of us train here. Plasma is going to be finding a break to even it out slightly. Rudge as well finding another break, so it's just the FCs, Pikapone and Skiatso right now, and it looks like it's going to be recovery on Birchman right now. And these accuracies, obviously, when you do find these more chain missable type of sections, that's where your accuracy could drop a lot. That was very close. A little bit of a note lock from Pikapone there, but isn't going to be dropping. It's going to be Plasma finding another drop. These recoveries on the side, Waddle Dee are going to bring it back over on their first pick. Skiatso finds a break. That is going to be the last FC gone on us on a train. It's going to be Pikapone coming into the second half of the map where the streams get even longer, even more spaced out, and these recoveries are really going to build up here. We're going to be seeing a Pikapone break, but it's these two recoveries right now holding on for better than the recoveries on the side of us on a train. There goes Nuyables, but it's Birchman right now holding on 260k and climbing in favor of Waddle Dee. And we never had a doubt. It's Birchman holding on at the end. Going to be finding the biggest score in the lobby. Another break coming out from Skiatso. Rudge with the recovery, but it's not going to be enough. And Waddle Dee putting a statement on their first pick here, winning it by over 450,000 points. Dominant performance here coming out of Waddle Dee. Fortunately, us on a train not really having that third score to back up like they did on the Nomad 4. And this time Waddle Dee having the better supporting scores. Going to be going back to us on a train right now. It's going to be another pick for us on a train. I just said that. I don't know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't be surprised. They went in Nomad 4. Another map with techie elements is Nomad or Hard Rock 1. Hidden One also has a lot of tech elements, and Nomad 3. There's not much tech unless you want to play speed as well on Fremont 2. But with the Hidden 2 ban on the side of Waddle Dee, I wonder what they think about Fremont 3, because that being the other, like, you know, low AR app. You never know. It's going to be DC3. Screw everything I just said. They're going to pick something completely different, although it's still quite gimmicky. This being Danza Kodoro, a Arnail map, and this, of course, an homage to a good Canadian mapper, Kirby Remix, Kirby Mix, but this being the Kirby Remix, really paying homage to that 2010 pattern style of mapping, and a great song to go along. I might have to talk over it because of copyright, but we'll see how it goes. That's what we have hit sounds for, right? To make it original. Could be getting into this map. We do see Sorry coming in. Coming into the lobby. Quite a standout player on gimmickier DT maps and just overall consistency. And looks like we're going to be seeing Plute actually in for this map. Again, one of those more gimmickier style players. And going to be getting into DT3 now. Danza Kudoro, as we get into some of these more older style patterns here. And of course these wiggly, really the challenge of this map. How much can you wiggle your cursor? See, early break coming out from Haunt, early advantage on the side of Waddle Dee. I would say this is one of the more riskier picks in the pool, being around 2.5 minutes, but very easy to just wiggle the wrong way or shake off of a burst. But getting into this here, just the early breaks from Plute and Haunt right now. So it is 1-1 for breaks, 2-2 for FCs. And in a more calmer section right now, it's really these Ki sections that are really the difficult section. This is CS5, so it is, I mean, in terms of DT, a little bit more on the precision side, but you see how these players, as we get into these more wiggly sections, there goes Schiazzo as well as TS Fury. So it is 1-1 on FCs right now. And did Plute just... I don't get this. I thought I saw Plute having a break. There goes Saryi, actually. So it's just the one FC on Plute right now. The recovery from Haunt is much bigger than any combo that they have on the side of Waddle Dee right now in Plasma with the FC. Quarter of the map left is 30,000, 40,000 left. And okay, no, I'm not crazy. It's like 20,000 points. It's going over to the side of ooh, they're gonna really need to see a break here. There goes Plasma. It's going back in favor of Waddle Dee. As we come into the end of the map, we really need a break from Waddle Dee. There goes Nuyables and Saryi. Is it gonna be enough with the FC from Plute? Oh, it's 20,000 at the end. And Plute holds on for the FC on DT3. Incredible play by Plute. Definitely a 7,000 ranked 7,000 player, by the way. But just an unfortunate break. Haunt broke right near the beginning of the map, and then Plasma missing right at the end of the map. And great accuracy coming out of Saryi with the supporting score for the Plute FC. Danza Kuduro. Such a close map. It's back to, and also a break point, which is huge. It's back to Waddle Dee's pick here. They won on their Nobon 2 pick. And so what did they go for now that they can pull up on? I don't think they pick DT1. I think that is slightly out of their speed cap. They could go for free mod 2, honestly. That being a relatively speedy map. And asking you shall receive. It is free mod 2. This is of course another custom song for this pool here. Just going back a little bit, just want to give a shout out to N_dog featuring QC for Heartbreak, the original song for No Mod 4, and huge shout out to XH featuring Astrea Natura, New Generation, for this song, original song for Free Mod 2 here. This is be interested to see how many hard rocks are taken. This is CS3. Only going up to CS 3.9 with hard rock at this BPM. A lot of these players would find AR10 more comfortable, so it is curious to ask if we see more hard rocks here than we do hiddens. Of course, free mod rules being it is a force mod. One player must be hidden only. One player must be hard rock only. And then the last player has a choice of hidden hard rock, flashlight, or easy. We did see a few hidden hard rocks coming out last match. Not as successful on this map as one would hope to be. See good lucks coming out. Seeing if are we going to be seeing Plasma, Rudge, and so in for this speedier map, and then I would expect to see TS Fury, Birchman, and Pikapone in for the side of Waddle Dee. Here we go into Free Mod 2. That's the map that we're going for right now. And we'll be getting underway with this map shortly. And here we go into Free Mod 2, 237 BPM tapping. When it comes to mods, we do see two hiddens on the side of us on train. Scasso and Plasma on the hidden, Rudge on the hard rock, Pikapone on the hidden. No surprise there. Nuyabes, hard rock, and hidden. So actually going with relatively comfortable mods here for both teams. No, only the one break on Rudge in the very beginning. This is a relatively long map, just over almost 4.5 minutes, over 2,000 combo here as we get in more of these. We are ramping up into the first set of longer bursts. Some finger control elements here, being a speed map. But here we go into this first relatively speedier tapping section. Birchman finding a break on those triangles, as well as Nuyabes did also find a break. Plasma, the only one to find a break so far on us on train, as we get into this first section of longer bursts here. Nuyabes and Plasma trading combos here. It's still Schiazzo and Pikapone on the full combo. Rudge has just missed at the very beginning, holding a much higher combo than Birch. And actually, this is going to go quite in favor of us on the train here. Ooh, that's not going to be good for Waddle Dee. Pikapone is going to be finding a break on the hidden. Not matched by either one of the combos on the side of us on the train. Scramble not paying off for Waddle Dee. This is their own pick here. 2 4-digit combos on the side of us on the train. Rudge actually finding a break right at the halfway point. This is going to be big. This is where we get into the big techier section. It's a triple break from us on the train. We saw the same thing happen to Trzynski, or it's where they just seem to randomly find this triple break, and that's where it was as well. Happens the same thing happens to us on the train, and it's Nuyabes actually the one holding onto the big combo here for Waddle Dee, and it is going to come back over. Not anymore, actually. There's another Nuyabes. And there are no combos on the side of Waddle Dee here. They're going to see the scores. Third of the map left. This song ramps up for so long. We got through the first heavily techy section. Lots of breaks in it, but we're going to be getting into this ending, which has more speed, more tech, and a very slight advantage. Those combos keep building up here. P-Capone finding a break. That's not what you want to see for Waddle Dee. And here we go into this finals 6 of the map. A bit more aimy in this section. Man, Know Your Best holding on to combos. Schiazzo is the one holding on to the right now with good accuracy as well. And it's 60,000 and growing. There goes Birchman with another break. All of us on the train is holding it. And nobody looks like they're going to be breaking in the last corner of this map for us on the train. And it's going to be, I'm going to call it here, us on the train going to be not allowing Waddle Dee to consolidate the break point. And they're going to be winning that point by 190,000. Going to be tied up back at 2-2. And while we take the next pick, I'm going to just quickly grab some water. I'll be right back. In the meantime, us on a train is going to make a pick. And we're back right in time for the next pick. It's going to be Tume Elegy. It's going to be Nomad 1. This is a new custom map of this song. Because there's definitely not like 4 rank sets of this song. But this being by Flame Haze. Yeah, I'd say the most famous set of this song is the 2014 one by Awaken with the Skystar's Tragic Love extra difficulty on it. But this 220 BPM, very spiky. You're mostly just going to be seeing misses during the choruses and in the solo that happens at about just over halfway. So we'll see. So you'll be seeing Schiazzo and Rudge in for this. I am not surprised by that at all. And then most likely going to be P-Capone, Birchman, and maybe Sari comes in for this. This might be a little bit too fast for Sari, but Know Your Best in, and then do you see Plasma, Rudge, and Schiazzo, I believe. No sign of Mahmood so far. Wondering if Mahmood is here. Oh, there. Okay. As I say that, Mahmood, ladies and gentlemen, as we get into Nomad 1 here, it would be very surprising to me to see Mahmood not in for Nomad 1. Incredible aim player for previous UK OWC teams. And then, after we get through this intro, We'll be getting into a calmer verse and then see it really pick up for the choruses. To the first ki here. This is where we'll probably see our first set of breaks as just consistently big jumps here. And yeah, this is 220 BPM, just raw aim, and no drops in the first chorus. I thought we might see one, but looks like the players definitely prepped for this. A little plasma instead of Skiatsu here. Not surprised by that, but just slight accuracy advantage on the side of Waddle Dee here. Everybody still well above 99, although Rudge and Plasma teetering with that a little bit on that 17-note stream. Getting into the second choruses. This is the halfway part. No breaks so far. This is where the intense jumps are. Actually, do you see Mahmood finding the first break of the map? They're just holding on. It is traded by Birchman now. So as we get into the solo here, this is where we're gonna see this really weird pattern name. Here we go. This is where we're gonna see. Do you see a break on Rudge? Only gonna be the only one finding a break in the solo there. It's gonna be almost 100. Well, it is gonna be 100k in favor of Waddle Dee now with those two FCs on Nuyabes and Peakpone. And Plasma holding on for dear life with the FC. I wasn't gonna mention it, but Peakpone finally drops the SS unfortunately. So you can't say that I cursed it. Still holding on to the FC. There's actually a drop. No matter quite a bit. With a recovery on Mahmood now. Only the one FC on Peakpone as well, facing off against Plasma. Yes. Into this final Ki. Birchman finding another break. Are the recoveries from Mahmood and Rudge going to be enough? I really don't think. There's so little of the map left. Still all 90k in favor of Waddle Dee. It is coming back. It is coming back. I don't think there's enough time. Yeah, the map's over. It got close there. Just 50k. But it's going to be a 1/100 FC coming out of Peakpone. Hats off to you, Peakpone. I'm not surprised. I don't know. Anybody else is surprised? I'm not surprised. Plasma also with a very nice FC on the side of us on a train. Birchman and Nuyabes with good recovery scores, good supporting scores. Nuyabes with the standout supporting score to really lift that up. Yeah, that's great act. Another break point for Waddle Dee. The only question is that can they now consolidate that with their own pick? Last time they picked Fremont 2 and it didn't work. They just won on aim. Go pick Fremont 1. That's a pretty aim heavy map. DT1. Oh boy, we're gonna see some 263 BPM speed. I believe it's 263. I might just be wrong. I'm gonna be wrong. This map is 263. I'm a genius. Anyways, 263 BPM, DMB style mapping. I remember when I got a a Nomad FC on this, like back in 2016, and I thought I was like one of the best players in the game. And now it's just like, oh yeah, somebody's probably gonna FC this with DT right now. I wouldn't be surprised if TS Fury FC it with DT. I am curious on how Birchman and Peekapone, because I assume they're going to be the 2 and 3 for this. And then, other than Rudge and Plasma, yeah, I think Mahmood goes in for this, right? No map. Who doesn't have this map? It's such a good map. Well, Scotch here. Scotch is gonna play some speed, I guess. Yeah, it's a classic map. When was this ranked? When were you ranked? 2014. Jonathan LFJ. I should know this. When did I get my FC on this? 3 years ago. That's not 2016. Anyways, when I FC'd it, I also still thought I was the best player at this game. Anyways, it's going to be Mahmood, Skiato, and Rudge. A little bit surprised not to see Plasma, but it's going to be Birchman, Nuyabes, and Peekapone. Early break from Mahmood. Curious to see how accuracy is going to be for this side, or for both sides, actually. Yeah. Long map, just about 5 minutes without DT, so 3.5 minute mark. Lots of combo. 1700 combo. First set of bursts. Oh. Birchman finding the first break on the side of Waddle Dee. Followed up by a break from Peekapone as well. In Mahmood with the early break on the side of Us on a Train. It's going to be well in favor of Us on a Train early on with these two FCs from Rudge and Skiato. Skiato's accuracy, it's there. Another break from Mahmood. That's gonna. Oh, and a break from Skiato as well. So that's gonna bring the score a little bit back in check. It's gonna go very slowly back over to side Waddle Dee. And long map. We're just about halfway through actually, but still lots of combo remaining. So still the potential for some score changes here. It's really Rudge against TS Fury, Nuyabes right now. And Birchman now as well, holding on to some good recovery combo as well as Peekapone. It's also Rudge's accuracy right now as we're going to get into this a little bit of a 1/3 section here, but it is coming over. Another break from Skiato. It's not going to help the cause for Us on a Train. Just Mahmood with some recovery right now, but the recoveries on the side of Waddle Dee are so much bigger. It's coming over quickly. They're going to really have to hold on here on the side of Waddle Dee. Coming over on their own pick, and it's going to be coming over. It's on the side of Waddle Dee now. Nuyabes, TS Fury, and Rudge going to be holding on to these two FCs. Birchman with over 1,000 combo. There goes Rudge. It's over. Nuyabes gonna be holding on to the FC into the end of the map. And Peekapone and Birchman with the recoveries. These massive recoveries. Mahmood's recovery not enough, unfortunately. And quite a good score. It was close for a while, but going to be winning by almost 400k for Waddle Dee, consolidating the break point, up 4-2 on match point. FC coming out of Nuyabes, TS Fury, and unfortunate slider breaks coming out of Rudge. very good accuracy, only 13 100s in the 2 slider breaks. But it's back to Us on a Train's pick. And they're going to be going for their next pick. They won a speed map in Fremont 2, and then they lost on a speed map in DT1. So I don't know what they're going to do. They picked aim, they picked tech, they picked weird stuff. They're going to go with Hard Rock too. Something that we didn't see in the last match. And this is going to be a relatively short CS 6.5. Some interesting pattern aim. And a lower BPM, heavily spaced map. And it really tests your aim control and your aim control, and obviously it being 6.5 precision. Yeah, see how this goes. And it looks like we're going to be getting into this pick shortly here. We're going to be seeing Haunt Rudge on the side of Us on a Train. Niba Saryi coming in for this map. Not surprised at all. Very good precision player. And as well as Birchman on the side of Waddle Dee. And it's going to be Haunt, Mahmood, and Rudge. Not surprising at all to see Mahmood in here for a heavy aim map, and yeah, this is a song. Not sure how I feel about it. Yeah, but a lot of this spaced out mapping here. Mood with the first break as well as Haunt. The early breaks on the side of Us on the Train. Well, just based on the accuracy, it is going back over. Nuibes does find a break to even things out. Saryi also found an early break. Saryi struggling a little bit here as well. But it's just Rudge against Birchman right now on the Hard Rock. Rudge's accuracy significantly better than Birchman's. So we'll see what they can do here. We're just about halfway through the map here. See this awkward pattern aim. Nuibes finding another break. Mahmood following it up, trading it. It's really, as we speed up here, it is going to be Birchman finding a break. So it looks like Us on a Train going to be finding their own point here with this standout play from Rudge. Excellent precision playing here, as well as Haunt on the recovery. More breaks coming out of Nuibes and Birchman. Come into the end of this map. Did finally see a break from Rudge, and sorry, actually with a good recovery, but it's not going to be enough. And it's going to be 3-4 now. Us on a train, taking their own point. And back to Waddle Dee's pick. They have to find something that they're very comfortable with to close out this match. Although, once you use up these picks, it becomes less decisive as you keep going on through the match. And we'll see what they end up picking here. We have left No Mod 3, Hidden 1, Hard Rock 1, Free Mod 1, Free Mod 3, 3 Mod 3. I think they might go back to Free Mod here. Free Mod 1 looks like a relatively spicy pick that they could that we could see. They played well on No Mod 1 earlier, although not so much on the Hard Rock 2. But yeah, we'll see what Sardi decides, or Peakpon decides to pick here. So we wait for their pick. It could really be anything at this point. A good variety available. It is that Free Mod 1 that I was talking about. And we're going to be seeing some very older style, very awkward aim patterns. Lots of very long circle chain. You would, this being free mod, you would have to see some mods on it, of course. Again, we have our one hidden, one hard rock, and then one mod. This is AR9, so we can see how these players feel comfortable on AR9 hidden. I would expect to see. I wouldn't be surprised to even see Peekaboo go hidden hard rock on this, as well as definitely see Malood going hard rock, Scatso hidden, and then maybe Rudge hard rock as well. Yes, the favoritage tapping player. We love you, Scatso. And then it's only 215 BPM. It's no big deal. But lots of wacky, I would almost say airman-like stream, or not streams, jump patterns, and be getting into this map shortly. Looks like Plute's actually going to be in for this. Never mind. Sorry, you need a mod. Oh, looks like we're going to be in the board. I'm going to be back in just a second. And we're going to get a mod on Sorry. Gonna get into our free mod 1 here. Here we go. We have Plasma on hidden, Rudge on the hard rock, and then Nibes on the hard rock, Sorry on hard rock as well, and Peekapone on the hidden. I guess needing a hidden only Peekapone will be the one on there. Once again, a relatively short map, 2.5 minutes in length. All players getting through that stream relatively well. Sorry, the first one to find a break. Nuyabes also finding a... As... We're gonna have to see what the score difference is here. Not sure what's going on with that, but early breaks from Nuyabes and Sardi. But still 3 full combos on the side of Us on a Train. get into this first really long circle chain section. Very aim intensive. Nuyabes first to find a break in this section. Pikapone still holding on to the full combo, but it's up against 3 full combos on the side of us on a train. We're halfway through this map. If this keeps up, we're going to be seeing Tiebreaker coming up next. Oh, and here we go. It's 300k in favor of us on a train. So really dominant performance. There's a break from Rudge. I don't know how much of a difference this is going to make here. 2/3 of the map left. Another break coming out of Nuyabes. Sari has a very good recovery here. Schiazzo also found I don't know how I missed that. So this is actually going to come back quite quick. There's about a quarter of the map left. I don't know if there's enough time. Plasma have to break for this to come back over to the side of Waddle Dee. Rudge finds another break. Sari still holding on through the linear jumps into our second big circle chain section. It is going over. It's going to be just under 100k. There goes Schiazzo. It's coming back. There goes Plasma. And this is not how you want to see our match end. Right at the very end, it's going to be 70k in favor of Waddle Dee, and they're going to steal it right at the end. Going 5-3 against us on a train. The seed upset. The 11th seed taking down seed number 6. After us on the train was holding on for so much of the map to that 3-way full combo, they collapse at the end, and it's gonna be Waddle Dee with the full combo, of course, coming from Pikapone. Great recovery by Sari as well to take that at the end. And they're going to be moving on now. Let's take a look at this bracket. They're going to be moving on to face the winner of Fiat Multipa and Nugroho & Co. And just to give a little update for our bracket, Jasinski Esports is moving on to face the winner of the Joseon Dynasty and Dadunai, which will be happening at will be happening at 4 a.m. UTC 4 UTC, and then yeah, we'll see what ends up transpiring with this bracket here. So I'm gonna head off here, and yeah, thank you for joining me for these 2 matches. Thank you to iFlame for casting the first one, and we will see you whenever the next stream happens. Have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.